Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to Forward Public School e-learning classes. Class 10th, subject English, Unit 9, Equipment, which is a poem written by Edgar Guest. No parts, whole unit is covered in this lecture. Teacher Nahid Abdullah. Dear students, on page 85, we have Unit 9. This is the poem Equipment written by Edgar Guest. Let me tell you something about the poet. Edgar was an American poet and his poems had an inspirational and optimistic view of everyday life. Optimistic, पुरुमीद, inspirational, तलकीनी, मुतासिर कुन. तो एडगर गेस्ट की पोएम्स कैसी थी जिनसे हमें तलकीन मिलती थी, सबक आमोज होती थी, पुरुमीद होती थी, रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी के बारे में हमें उम्मीद दिलाती थी. Now let me tell you about the theme of the poem. The theme is determination, courage, confidence, which are required in the life to succeed. We should keep moving with the motto that I can. Dear students, now take out your pencils to write down the meanings of difficult words and any explanations and informations given to you. Students, the word equipment dictionary meaning is saman. It has been used as a metaphor as the title in this poem. It has been used for body parts like arms, hands, legs, etc. And it has also been used for human abilities. So, it is a metaphor in this poem. Dear students, we have a poem on page 86, but before starting with our poem, let me give you a brief summary of the poem. Students, in this poem, Edgar Guest speaks to young people. He challenges them to look within and believe in themselves. He explains that God has given them all that they need to succeed. He explains that they are no different than the greatest men. All that they need is the will to dig deep, use what God has given to them, and achieve great heights. Dear students, in this poem we have in total 5 stanzas, and in these stanzas some figure of speech have been used. First, let me define a figure of speech for you. A figure of speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words in order to increase their effectiveness. It may consist of a single word or phrase, so it is a form of expression where words are used out of their literal meaning or out of their ordinary use. A poet can use them to create rhythm, enhance a poem's meaning, or intensify a mood or feeling. In this poem, alliteration, apostrophe, and anaphora and allusion have been used. तो बच्चों, figure of speech से आपने क्या समझा? Figure of speech से मुराद तर्ज इजहार है, यानी इजहार का तरीका, बात करने का तरीका. और फिगर ऑफ स्पीच से मुराद वो शायराना अल्फाज, जुमले वगैरह होते हैं जो कि शायरी को खूबसूरत बनाते हैं, उसके मानी में इजाफा करते हैं और शायरी के अल्फाज में शिद्दत पैदा करते हैं. बच्चों, our first figure of speech is alliteration, which has been used in this poem. First, let me define it for you. The use of the same letter or sound at the beginning of words that are close together. For example, in this poem, you will notice the repetition of 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes. So here it is T, 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 which are alliteration. Our next figure of speech is apostrophe. In the first line of the poem, the speaker begins by addressing his lad. This type of straightforward speech is called apostrophe. Our third figure of speech is anaphora. The use of the word or phrase that refers to or replaces another word used earlier in a sentence. In the third stanza, the word you is repeatedly used in 4 lines, which refers back to lad. Our fourth figure of speech is allusion. It is the figure of speech in which the author refers to unknown and unnamed great men. Dear students, on page 86, we will start with our poem. In this poem, we will do our stanza-wise reading with translation and difficult words meanings. So kindly take out your pencils to note down the important meanings and important definitions or explanations along with the stanza. I'll read the first stanza. Figure it out for yourself, my lad. You have all that the greatest of men have had. 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes, and a brain to use if you would be wise. With this equipment they all began. So start for the top and say, I can. Now take the meanings for difficult words. Figure it out, गौर करो. Laid, लड़के. Equipment, यहाँ पर क्या इसका मतलब है? आज़ा यानी बॉडी पार्ट्स. स्टार्ट, सफ़र का आगाज़ करना. टॉप, चोटी. फिगर इट आउट फॉर योर सेल्फ माई लेड. ए लड़के, अपने बारे में इस बात पर गौर करो. यू हैव ऑल दैट द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ मैन हैव हैड. कि तुम्हारे पास वही सब कुछ है जो अजीम तरीन लोगों के पास भी है. 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes. 2 बाजू, 2 हाथ, 2 टांगे और 2 आंखें. एंड अ ब्रेन टू यूज इफ यू वुड बी वाइज. और दिमाग के अक्लमंद बनने के लिए इसे इस्तेमाल करो. विद दिस इक्विपमेंट दे ऑल बिगेन. इन अज़ा के साथ उन सब ने जिंदगी का सफ़र का आगाज़ किया. सो स्टार्ट फॉर द टॉप एंड से आई कैन. बस चोटी पर चढ़ने के लिए सफ़र का आगाज़ करो. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? यानी कामयाबी हासिल करने के लिए. और कहो, मैं कर सकता हूँ. Dear students, now we will start with our paraphrase. But before starting with our paraphrase, let me once again remind you what is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is putting poetry or poetic words into simple English. You will have to add nothing extra to it because it is not explanation. You will just put it into simple English. O young people, find it for yourself that you have all that great people have. You are equally blessed with all body parts that great men may have. 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs, and 2 eyes. You can succeed with all these things. Just use your brain and start with the motto that I can. Students, on page 86, we have the second stanza. Let me read it for you. Look them over, the wise and great. They take their food from a common plate, and similar knives and forks they use. With similar laces they tie their shoe. The world considers them brave and smart, but you have all they had when they made their start. Students, now take the meanings. Great, azim. Common, arm. Knives, छुरिया. Forks, कांटे. Laces, तस्मे. Tie, बांधना. Smart, होशियार. Start, आगाज. Now it's Urdu meaning, Urdu translation. Look them over, the wise and great. अक्लमंदों और बड़े लोगों को गौर से देखो. They take their food from a common plate. वो एक आम सी प्लेट से खाना खाते हैं. And similar knives and forks they use. और वो वही छुरिया और कांटे इस्तेमाल करते हैं. With similar laces they tie their shoes. और ऐसी ही तस्मों से वो अपने जूते बांधते हैं. The world considers them brave and smart. दुनिया उनको बहादुर और खूबसूरत या होशियार ख्याल करती है. But you have all they had when they made their start. लेकिन जब उन्होंने आगाज़ किया तो उनके पास जो कुछ था वो सब कुछ तुम्हारे पास है. Paraphrase for the second stanza. Have belief in this, that great men don't enjoy any special advantages and privileges from birth. Like others, they too use ordinary forks and knives to eat with. There is nothing remarkable about their shoes. Great people had same things and abilities when they started towards their journey to success. Dear students, now let's read our third stanza. You can triumph and come to skill. You can be great if only you will. You are well equipped for what fight you choose. You have legs and arms and a brain to use. And the man who has risen great deeds to do began his life with no more than you. Dear students, now take the meanings for difficult words. Triumph फतह हासिल करना, स्किल माहिर बनना, विल अज़म करना, equipped लेस, fight you choose मुश्किल काम चुनना, deeds अजीम कारनामे, risen उठना. Dear students, now we will translate our third stanza. You can triumph and come to skill. आप फतह हासिल कर सकते हो और माहिर बन सकते हो. You can be great if only you will. अगर आप अज़म करें तो आप अजीम बन सकते हैं. You are well equipped for what fight you choose. आप जो भी मुश्किल काम चुनते हो उसके लिए आपको लेस कर दिया गया है. You have legs and arms and a brain to use. आपके पास इस्तेमाल करने के लिए टांगे, बाजू और दिमाग मौजूद हैं. And the man who has risen great deeds to do. और वो फर्द जो अजीम कारनामे अंजाम देने के लिए उठा है, began his life with no more than you. उसने उस हाल में जिंदगी का आगाज किया कि उसके पास आपसे ज्यादा कुछ न था. Dear students, now we will paraphrase our third stanza. You can also be successful and become expert with strong willpower. You all are blessed with the same human body parts and ability with which successful men have gained height of success. With 2 legs, 2 arms and brain, you can reach to the height. Students, on page 86 we have stanza 4. Let's read it. You are the handicap you must face. You are the one who must choose your place. You must say where you want to go, how much you will study the truth to know. God has equipped you for life, but He lets you decide what you want to be. Now take the meanings for difficult words. हैंडीकेप कमजोरियां, रुकावटें, इसका यहाँ पर ये मतलब है. फेस सामना करना, प्लेस मकाम, स्टडी जानने के लिए. Dear students, now we will translate our fourth stanza in Urdu. You are the handicap you must face. आपको अपनी ही कमजोरियों यानी रुकावटों का सामना करना है. You are the one who must choose your place. आप ही वो हो जिसे अपना मकाम खुद मुंतखब करना है. You must say where you want to go. आपको ज़रूर ये कहना है कि आपको कहाँ जानना है. How much you will study the truth to know. आपको कितना जानना ज़रूरी है कि आप सच जान सकें. God has equipped you for life, but He. ये जानने के लिए कि अल्लाह ने ज़िंदगी के लिए आपको सब कुछ दिया है. Let you decide what you want to be. लेकिन ये फैसला करना आप पर छोड़ता है कि आप क्या बनना चाहते हो. Students, now we will paraphrase our fourth stanza, which is on page 86. Let's start with our paraphrasing. If obstacle is there, it's we who are to choose what we want and where we should go and how we should become successful. God has blessed with us with everything that can be needed for success. Success depends on individual, not on circumstances. Dear students, we will read our stanza number 5 on page 87. Courage must come from the soul within. The man must furnish the will to win. So figure it out for yourself, my lad. You were born with all that the great have had. With your equipment they all began. Get hold of yourself and say, I can. Now take the meanings. Courage, हौसला, सोल विदन, रूह के अंदर से. फिगर, सोचो. माई लेड, मेरे लड़के. गेट होल्ड, काबू में रखो. Dear students, now we will translate it line wise. Courage must come from the soul within. हौसले को तुम्हारी रूह के अंदर से आना चाहिए. The man must furnish the will to win. इंसान को जीतने के लिए अपना अज़म आरास्ता करना चाहिए. So figure it out for yourself, my lad. बस ए लड़के अपने लिए खुद इस बात पर सोचो. You were born with all that the great have had. कि आपकी पैदाइशी हुई थी तो उन सब खसूसियात के साथ जो अजीम लोगों के पास भी थी. With your equipment they all began. उन सब ने उन्हीं चीज़ों के साथ जिंदगी शुरू की. Get hold of yourself and say I can. खुद पर काबू रखो और कहो मैं कर सकती हूँ. Dear students, now we will paraphrase it. We need determination and courage and confidence in our souls in order to get success. Successful men have the same qualities and body structures which ordinary people have. Have faith in yourselves and keep moving with the motto that I can. Dear students, now we will do our book exercises. Comprehension part A is given to you in the form of notes. We will start our book exercises from part B. This is on page 88. Choose the correct option. Number 1, the word equipment is used by the poet as option B, metaphor. Number 2, the poem Equipment by Edgar Guest is in the form of dash from father to son. Option C, advice. Number 3, the words forks, shoes, laces are used as a option A, imagery. Number 4, the mood of the poem, the equipment is option D, optimistic. Number 5, what according to the poem, equipment is essential for someone to become a great person? Part D, option D, will, courage and self-control. Dear students, our next exercise is about grammar on page 89. In this, we will do prepositions. First, let me define preposition for you. A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. Its examples are in, at, on, off, to, etc. Students, again take out your pencils and mark the correct options. Choose the correct preposition of movement or direction in each sentence. Number 1, he goes dash library every evening. Option A, 2. He goes to library every evening. Number 2, you must walk dash the bridge. Option B, across. You must walk across the bridge. Number 3, walk dash the street and turn left. Option C, down. Walk down the street and turn left. Number 4, that woman going dash the supermarket is my mother. Option A, into. That woman going into the supermarket is my mother. Number 5, Sana is talking dash Mehwish. Option A, 2. Sana is talking to Mehwish. Dear students, now we will do part B of the grammar about preposition on page 90. Keep holding your pencils in your hands. to write down the correct options and any important information. Number 1, stay dash the dog it bites. Option D, away from. Number 2, please get dash the stage the performance is about to start. Option A, off. Please get off the stage, the performance is about to start. Number 3, quick, get the ball before it rolls dash the hill. Option B, down. Quick, get the ball before it rolls down the hill. Number 4, what do you like to do dash the weekend? Option C, on. What do you like to do on the weekend? Number 5, I haven't seen her dash June. Option B, since. I haven't seen her since June. Number 6, we will next meet dash the middle of next month. Option A, in. We will next meet in the middle of next month. Number 7, her birthday is dash the 6th June. Option C, on. Her birthday is on the 6th June. Number 8, he was born dash a farm. Option C, 8. He was born at farm. Dear students, on page 91 we have another exercise about prepositional phrase, that is to complete the following sentences choosing the appropriate prepositional phrases. First, let me give you a simple definition of a prepositional phrase. A phrase that begins with a preposition and ends in a noun, pronoun or noun phrase. For example, he is from Russia. From Russia is a prepositional phrase. Number 1, dash Jamil. They all seemed pretty cordial. Option A, except for. Except for Jamil, they all seemed pretty cordial. Number 2, dash cancer is curable. Option A, to a great extent. To a great extent, cancer is curable. Number 3, the train was late. Dash I managed to get to the meeting in time. Option A, in spite of this. The train was late. In spite of this, I managed to get to the meeting in time. Number 4, dash the starter. I thought the meal was excellent. Option A, apart from. Apart from the starter, I thought the meal was excellent. Number 5, what is the dash you? Option B, matter with. What is the matter with you? Dear students, with this we come to the end of Unit 9, that is equipment. I wish you good luck, stay safe, stay healthy. Allah Hafiz.